Okay, so you've got a G82 or a G80 M3 or thinking about getting one. These are the 5 things you need to get if you've got one of these. So, we're currently sitting inside my G82 M4. Started off with a point of view drive because why not? The weather sucks right now, so we're not going to be doing much driving. But anyway, 5 things that you need to do if you've got a G82 M4. We're going to go through them all today. So I'm currently heading over to AWC Detailing and I'm going to shoot the whole video sort of when I get there, but I thought let's change it up a little bit. Let's start with a little bit of driving. Not that you can do much driving, but now I've got this exhaust on here, it's a lot nicer. So I've lived with this car for around 2,500 miles now and I've done a fair bit to it already, so I kind of know the things which are almost a priority. I've skimmed them down to the main 5 things that you need to do, and these all will like dramatically change the car, like a lot. So everything I've done so far to the car I'm really happy with because I can still drive it completely normally. Like at the moment I'm cruising in comfort, chilling, and you'd never even know that I've done anything, but then with a click of a few different buttons the suspension gets tighter. There's a lot more exhaust noise. I open the window. Like that's the thing that I absolutely love about this car, and that's one thing that you cannot beat about these new BMWs. The fact that everything can change with a click of a button is absolutely mental. I've been loving this car, it's absolutely brilliant, but these things that I've done make the whole driving experience and everything make it so much better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run you through everything. I'm currently down at AWC. He's a detailer, PPF, does all ceramic coating, loads of stuff like that. What he's going to be doing today on my car is actually doing a polish and ceramic coat. So we'll go through some of them things as well and show you guys what you should sort of expect. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just jump straight in to the top 5 things you should do if you've just picked up one of these cars. First things I'd say that you 100% have to do is lower these cars. My car's been lowered on the Cobra height adjustable spring kit, but there's loads of different options. I've got mine pretty much as low as I can possibly go while still using it on a day-to-day basis. This isn't going to be ideal for your average person. It's going to be too low, so I would recommend for your average person, go for the IBAC spring kit. AUTOID sell it, and they do like an IBAC spring kit and spacers. It's called like a stance kit. Check that out because that gives you about a 20 to 30 mil drop depending if you've got a G80 or a G82, and that is going to be the perfect #1 mod you should do as soon as you pick one of these cars up. Number 2 brings us over to the rear of the car, and as you can see I've got some different exhaust tips on. Basically this car factory sounds awful, unfortunately. Where they've had to put so much stuff in for the emissions and everything like that, it completely ruins the sound of the car. It doesn't even sound like an M car, to be honest, in the slightest. So my first thing, or one of the first things I've done is change the exhaust out straight away. This is currently running a Miltech catback system. I'll show you what it sounds like in a minute, and I'll show you the befores and after so you can hear like what this actually does. The thing that I love about this exhaust system though is it can be used on a day-to-day basis with no problem in the slightest with drone or anything like that, because it's a fully valve system. So when you're in comfort mode, normal mode, it's nice and quiet. Chuck it in M2, which is set up for like all my Sport Plus, traction off, everything like that. It's a completely different car, and that is a massive game changer all round. I couldn't recommend that anymore. So number 3 is actually under the bonnet, and you can't actually see it. But basically it's a JB4 tuning box module. It plugs into all of like the OEM sensors. There's about 4 sensors when I installed it. They both go on to like the turbo actuators, and it's pretty much like a fake remap. So it tricks the car into pushing more boost, which then creates more power, and everyone loves a bit more power. But driving with the JB4 on, I've been running it on map 3, and all my car currently has is an intake, which is not needed for the power that it's running, and a full exhaust system with the OPFs removed. And it's insane now, literally insane. The power difference has been mental. So standard, for reference, the car done a 0 to 60 in around 3.1, 3.2 seconds. With the JB4 installed, it's actually hitting 0 to 60 in 2.77, you'll see it down here, and 100 to 200, doing that in low 6s, which I'll throw up right now, which is actually ridiculous. That's like, for reference, I'm gonna throw a load of cars, 100 to 200s, and you can actually see how quick this car actually is compared to them cars. It's an absolute animal, and this isn't even a proper tune. So imagine one of these when it's got a proper tune on it, it's gonna be insane. So whilst the bonnet is up, I'm just gonna show you a few different parts which I've actually put on the car. This is the Venturi intake, beautiful bit of kit. I'm not actually putting this on the top 5 mods that you need to do, because where this intake kit is so expensive and so high quality and everything like that, I wouldn't actually say it's a must, but it is brilliant, and I couldn't recommend it anymore, but it doesn't quite make it in to the top 5. What I've also done under the bonnet is I've put all of the Golden Wrench black line cap covering kit, which is just blue. You can get them in a few different colors. It just makes the engine bay look a little bit cleaner, pops it a little bit more, and I love that. I love the Venturi intake, to be honest. Number 4, I'm actually gonna go with carbon styling parts as being number 4. This is in no particular order, by the way, but as soon as you get some little parts on it, all mine's literally got is a spoiler, some side skirts, a rear diffuser, which is like an M Performance style, some of you guys may have it already, and a front splitter, and it's completely changed the whole look of the car. I'm gonna show you a few close-ups now and explain what the parts are. So on the front, I actually have the TRE CSL splitter from AUTOID, which is a full pre-preg carbon piece. The quality on it is like what you would get from M Performance, I'd say, if not even better than M Performance. We've got the brand new TRE side skirts. The reason why I wanted these is because there wasn't actually any options on the market for just one straight skirt, because I didn't want to change the whole, I didn't want to change the whole gloss black skirt out. I just wanted to get one sort of piece of carbon that goes underneath, because I feel like some of the ones where this whole gloss black piece gets changed, it makes it look a little bit tacky and it becomes a little bit too much, but it's all personal preference. They're my favourite skirts, so I bought them skirts. So this is the TRE ducktail spoiler. Have a look down here. This is probably my favourite lip that's on the market at the moment. I also got that from AUTOID as well. It's just very aggressive. It sets the rear end of the car off a lot, but it's not to the point where it's too aggressive, where your average person will look at it and be like, that's over the top, that's too much. I am gonna be going over the top with this car in the future, but at the moment, everything's very OEM plus. But as I said before, the fitment and all the TRE product range is ridiculous, and the quality is just so high. That's why it makes it into one of the tops. And my car, when I bought it, I didn't actually have the factory carbon kit, so I got the TRE version of the rear diffuser, full carbon rear diffuser, and that helps just give it that extra look, and it really pops against the Dravite grey, which is nice. Number 5 is the main reason why I'm even here with Alex at the moment, is can you quickly explain what happens when you buy a brand new car? What we're doing. Yeah, what happens?
Pretty much when you buy a brand new car, you expect the condition to be like new, you'd expect it to have no marks. However, it's often that the cars have gone through so many different hands, it's been on transporters, it's been on all sorts of different things to get it to the dealer. Yep. It's probably had a few washes, and because it's not their car and they see the same car every single day going through, it hasn't got that care. So often you get pre-delivery swirl marks, you get a few holograms from where the body shop at the dealers have maybe removed a little scratch here and there. Yeah. And generally we find that the gloss and the shine of a new car, it looks good in the showroom, but when you bring it outside, you kind of lose that new feel.
Yeah, I can even see it with mine at the moment. What I'll do is I'll grab a torch quickly and I'll show you guys what Alex is currently explaining at the moment.
Some of the imperfections,
Yeah,
definitely.
So what are you actually going to be doing on this car today then?
Pretty much we're going to do a new car package. So the idea of this is it's for brand new cars or up to say 3 months, and we're going to do a decontamination wash outside like we did this morning.
Yep.
We come inside, we inspect the paintwork, we measure the paintwork as well with a paint depth reader, and then we're going to complete a single stage polish with the Roops polishers.
Yep.
And I've just done a test patch, and the shine and the gloss is absolutely amazing. Of course, it's not a used car, so it's not going to be a massive transformation.
Yep.
But it does just lift up that gloss, make it look better than new, and then we'll lock in the ceramic coating. And again,
what ceramic coating are we going to go for?
So we'll use CarPro Professional.
Yep.
We've used that for many, many, many years. And the main benefits people want from it is that easy washing and the water beads. Driving on, the M25 or things like that, and all the mud's flicking up on the back, a rinse off, and you get the majority of that dirt off, which is really, really nice. First part of the process is going to be the polishing. Make that improvement now. So we'll use a Roops machine polisher. We've got a Cartec foam pad as well, and that's a perfect combination in our experience on the BMW paintwork.
So, the M4 is now all complete thanks to Mr. Alex. Absolutely smashed it.
No problem at all.
I would 100% say that this is one thing you 100 million gazillion % need to do if you have a new car, because as you can see before, from the before and afters to what it currently looks like now, it's a big difference, and it's a brand new car. You want it to look brand new. You want it to look fresh. And Alex is the man.
Even what we were saying earlier, it's a new car, but you can still make such a big difference.
100 million %.
Gloss levels, like along that side, we've just been looking at it for the last 10 minutes, and
it just looks
so
nuts.
crisp.
Looks like a completely different tone of colour.
It's really, really
And the
cool.
way that it's gone over the carbon,
yeah, the
especially
carbon,
like the roof.
much more
The
enhanced
roof
and
looks
crisper.
ridiculous. Looks so good. So another quick thing just to mention, if you do want any ceramic coating done, any polishing done or anything, hit my man Alex up.
Hit us up.
Mention R23 to him and he'll sort you out a lovely deal. But anyway, on that note, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully going to be making a lot more content with this car. Well, not hopefully, I am. I'm actually going to be taking my mum out in the car on the next video, and I might even get my dad. They don't actually know that yet, so mum, if you're watching this,
supporting at
mum,
home.
yeah, if you're watching this, get ready because you're going to be going out in this car. But anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.